And that's my pearl of wisdom. Stay in the trenches with your team. They'll respect you more for it. My pearl of wisdom today for all of you international school leaders is to stay in the trenches with your team. Now, I entered the world of education as a history teacher, and I still am. So oftentimes, my advice to students, parents, and my team of teachers are rooted in historical metaphors. So I want you to roll with me with this one, please. March 2020 to June 2020 was the most devastatingly challenging time in my 15 years in education. Like most of you, our school shut down and we went into distance learning mode. And like most of you, I had to figure out how to lead my team of teachers, how to teach my lessons, how to motivate apathetic and also traumatized teens through a computer screen, and my own two small children's home learning as well. It was a nightmare. And I remember silently screaming in my bedroom the day in April last year when our government confirmed we won't be going back to school. How in the world am I supposed to continue juggling all these responsibilities while appearing on the surface calm and cool and collected for my team? At that point in time last year, I was the program coordinator for our 2-year IG CSC program. And everything me and my team have been working towards all year was canceled. So what do we do now with our kids who are no longer sitting external exams? How do we facilitate summative assessments through Zoom? How can we sincerely check in on the well-being of our students and my teachers? How do we reassure parents that their children's academic futures won't be impacted? But what emerged from these exhausting months at home was I earned more respect from my team of teachers. You see, they knew I was in the trenches with them. Because of Zoom, they could see into my home life. My then 5-year-old jumping up and down on the bed behind me in my office during our morning daily check-in staff meetings. They could see my then 8-year-old son riding his scooter up and down the hallway behind me during our team planning sessions. They could hear the sound of Peppa Pig playing in the background during very high stakes and emotional parent meetings because my 5-year-old wanted to be in the room with mommy. They could see me constantly apologizing for the never-ending interrupted conversations so I could go take care of my kids. Like them, I was teaching, I was wifeying, I was momming, and I was failing. My vulnerability was undeniable to my team. My vulnerability as a leader was ever present to my team. And my team started commenting on it. LaTosha, how are you managing all of this? LaTosha, how in the world are you juggling so much? They began seeing me less as the person dictating to them and more as a partner, a collaborator, giving them guidance and giving them instruction. As leaders, we cannot let our team only see us at our strongest and only see us at our best. They need to witness us struggling. They need to witness us sacrificing and bending over backwards to make our own initiatives work. I always tell people that I will never ask my team of teachers to do something that I myself am not also willing to do. That's how they learn to trust me. That's how they learn to rely on me. We're together in the trenches. As a program coordinator, I was still teaching. And even as a principal at our school, we're still expected to teach one class. This brave decision by our head of school ensures we have at least one way to stay connected with our teams. The best advice given to me when I was in my first year teaching back in North Carolina at a public school was by a teacher who was in his last year and he was retiring after 30 plus years of profession. Lanny told me to be able to laugh at myself with kids. Be able to admit a mistake, LaTosha, he told me. And I've taken that with me even today. He said, they'll respect you more for it. Now, mind you, I'm working with teenagers. And I use this same advice as a program coordinator and now as a high school principal. It's okay to say, I was wrong to your team. It's okay to say, I'm sorry, I didn't realize my words made you feel that way. It's okay to say, I don't know. Let me go find out. I want to encourage each of you to be the leader who is the first to cover a lesson for a teacher who's out sick. Be that leader who is the first to volunteer to chaperone a school dance or an overnight camping trip. Be the leader who is empathetic to all the many challenges and demands your teachers are dealing with at school and at home. And that's my pearl of wisdom. Stay in the trenches with your team. They'll respect you more for it.